They said it couldn't be done, publishing a monthly TBR video on the 5th of March, but I did it. Why? Because I'm a rebel. And also, I was really sick. Like, really sick. But we're gonna say it's because I was a rebel, because that sounds cooler. Hi, my name's B, and welcome to my channel, Mama Needs to Read Romance and Recover. March. There is so much to be excited about this month, and I'm not even just talking reading. Spring is around the corner. I am so ready for some nice warm weather, and I know my friends in the Southern Hemisphere are looking forward to autumn, and I mean, you know, fall, not autumn as in nose in a book autumn, although she's fantastic. You need to check her out. But I digress. I'm really excited about all that I have planned this month, and I can't wait to take you along for the ride. Let's start by talking about some new releases this month. Well, first of all, I got A Court of Frost and Starlight behind me. On March 1st, the graphic audio version of this was released. It's just over 5 hours long, so I'm super excited to enjoy that for the very first time. And speaking of fantasy releases in the month of March, Black Hellbore, the novella that's leading up to the Nomus King in the Wraith King series by Grace Draven, drops March 16th. I can't wait. They changed the date on me, so this is the only thing I have left to read before I am all caught up on the Wraith King series, and I cannot wait. There's also something that's going to be released not this month, but next month that has sort of changed my plans a little bit. You may remember last month I talked about March being my big Bergman Brothers blowout. It's the 5-book series by Chloe Lees that everyone I know has just loved. So I was excited to read 1 book a week every week in the month of March. But it turns out that in April, on the 11th in fact, the 6th book in the series is going to be coming out. So I'm going to read the first 4 books in the month of March, and then I'm going to save the 5th book for the week before the 6th book comes out. I'm kind of going into Chloe Lees blind. I did read 1 chapter of her 2nd book as part of my Hockey Try a Chapter challenge, and I was impressed. I've heard great things about how inclusive she is and how great her cinnamon roll heroes are, so I'm really excited to jump into this contemporary romance series, which is available on Anyplay if you want to listen to it. I'm going to be starting the 2nd week of March with Only When It's Us, Book 2, Always Only You, Book 3, Ever After Always, Book 4, With You Forever, Book 5, Everything for You, and then the newest release, Book 6, If Only You, I'm going to be enjoying in the month of April, and I can't wait. Speaking of Try a Chapter challenges, this month it is going to be all about cozy mysteries, but romantic cozy mysteries. I scoured the internet to find 5 top contenders that I'm going to be sharing with you later this month, and I'm really excited about it. I haven't done cozy mystery in a very long time, and finding ones that were romantic was a real treat, so can't wait to share. Oh, and speaking of releases, I have arcs to read as always. On March 28th, Yours Truly the Duke by Amelia Gray is going to be released. It's the first book of the Say I Do series. This one's about a marriage of convenience, and that description could not be more apt because she needs to keep the kids that she's taking care of, and he needs to inherit the money that he's been promised. The only way for them to do both of that is to get married. Let's see if love happens. I have a feeling that it will. I'm also going to be reading a book that comes out technically in April 4th, but I gotta start it in March. It's called Never Forget You by Fiona Lucas. It's a contemporary romance where 2 people meet, they fall in love, and they agree to meet 1 year later, only she never shows until years later, and she has amnesia, but is wearing the necklace that he got for her. What's going to happen? Well, we will just see, won't we? Also, Whitney of Tiburon's Den and I are going to be reading the 4th and final book of the Friday Harbor series by Lisa Kleypas, Crystal Cove. I can't wait to see some of the last beloved characters get their happily ever after, and every book so far has had a touch of magic in it, so I'm looking forward to that too. I'm going to be finishing up my Eloisa James fairy tale series this month. I'm finishing up Seduced by a Pirate, which is the novella set between the 4th and 5th book. Then I've got the 5th novel, Once Upon a Tower, which of course, as you may guess, is a take on, I want to say Rapunzel. Yeah, Rapunzel. And here's the step back, because we have to look at that. Gorgeous. Josh Groban is Gawain Stoughton of Craigivear, Duke of Kinross. There's a mouthful. In Once Upon a Tower. But wait, there's more. Just one more. With This Kiss, parts 1, 2, and 3, another novella that closes out the fairy tale series, and I am looking forward to seeing all about what that is. I'm going into it blind, and I'm happily doing so. I kind of want to be surprised by how she's chosen to finish this series up. And since I'll be finishing up some historical romance, I thought I'd jump right into another series, Sins for All Seasons series, actually, by Lorraine Heath. I've only read one short story by Lorraine Heath during Christmas, and I liked this one so much that I can't wait to start a whole series. This month, I'm going to be reading Beyond Scandal and Desire, which is book 1, and book 2, When a Duke Loves a Woman. Cannot wait to try her out. And speaking of authors I fell head over heels for while reading their Christmassy novellas, Mary Jo Putney. That was probably my favorite novella that I read the entire month of December, but now I'm going to be reading Thunder and Roses, which is the Historical Hellions Club pick for this month. I'm really excited to attend their book club and see what they have to see about this great book. And of course, there's a step back, and of course, we're gonna look at it, so let's do that. I love these so much, and I cannot wait to get lost in a full-length Mary Jo Putney. Looks like fun. And because it's March, and in March we celebrate St. Patrick's Day over here, I wanted to read a book that is set in Ireland, and I found a great one that fits the bill. Dark Fever. This gal goes to Ireland only to discover that she can see the world of the Fae. It looks like it's going to be really cool. I've heard great things about this series, and this is the first one in the Fever series. I cannot wait to get started. Hopefully I will find time for this one. But you know what I'm not gonna miss out on this month? Alien romance. That's right, I'm sure you're not surprised. I'm gonna be reading quite a few more Ice Planet Barbarians books. I cannot put them down, people. I just can't. You've created a monster. I'm going to be doing at least book 8.5, Aftershocks, which is a novella, then book 9, Barbarian's Heart, book 10, Barbarian's Hope, and book 11, Barbarian's Choice. But I have a feeling I'm going to sneak some more in there because I seem to do that every single month. At book 8, it took a turn that I was not expecting. It's getting crazy, folks, and in a very good way. I'll tell you more about that in my February wrap-up, which is coming even later in March than we would expect. Remember, I'm a rebel who was very sick. So that's what I'm really hoping to read. There's a couple more, like The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren, which just popped up from my library, is available. I might get to that, I'm hoping, but I don't know. I also have some other fun plans for videos I'm putting out. I have a huge number of historical romance to show you in a haul. And once I do that big haul, I'm gonna need to rearrange all my historical romance. So I'm probably gonna do a video about that too, which is so much fun. I also am planning to go to a real bookstore and do my very first book hunt at a bookstore that charges full price for books. Can you believe it? I can't. I may buy one book and that's it. And I'd like to highlight my top 10 books that I read this winter in a fun top 10 winter books video. Well, that's it for me. I know, is that all? I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you enjoy whatever it is that you're reading in March. Let us know in the comments what you're going to be up to. What are you going to be reading? I can't wait to hear. Until next time, thanks so much. Take care. Bye.